What's going on, guys, and welcome back today to the vlog. Now, if you guys are into cars, you know as well as I do that restoring or replacing your headlights can be one of the best things you can do as far as upgrading the appearance of your vehicle. Today we're going to be using the Mother's Headlight Restoration Kit in order to make the headlights on the Civic look like new. I don't want to spoil too much of the video, but the results are incredible, so I'm going to leave an affiliate link in the description down below in case you guys want to pick this up for yourself. As always, guys, if you do enjoy the video, feel free to leave a like down below, drop a comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you guys in the driveway. Alright guys, so our first step is going to be to quickly wash and dry the area around the headlight. The reason for that is because we're going to be taping up the area around the headlight so that way when we polish we don't move out into the paint and cause any damage. Before we tape it, however, we want to quickly wash and dry it just to remove any dirt so that we don't trap it in there. Let's get to work. Alright guys, with everything washed and masked off, we're ready to get to work with the materials from our Mother's kit. So the kit comes with lots of great stuff, guys, but to start us off, we're going to want our polish, our polisher, and our drill bit adapter wheel. Setup for this stuff is going to be really very simple, guys. First things first, you're going to want to grab your drill, you grab your adapter wheel here, throw it in, tighten it up, good to go. Stick the polisher right on there, it's Velcro, nice and square, and you're ready to get to work. Alright guys, so we got our polish. I like to throw a little bit onto the headlight and a little bit on to the polisher to get everything nice and covered in polish, and then spread it around just a little bit before you get the drill going. Nice and even coat, and then you work it in small circular motion. Well, it's gonna go everywhere, so that's why you guys are so far away. Also why we're gonna wash the car after this. So right off the bat, guys, I'm noticing a huge improvement on the area we're working in. I'm really excited. I'm just gonna muscle through this and get the whole headlight done. Sorry about the lighting, guys, but both sides are polished up and I gotta say I am absolutely blown away. The left side actually looks pretty much perfect. Looks like there might be a little bit more damage on the driver's side that we might be able to work on with a wet sand, but honestly, I'm super happy with literally just polishing this. I'm very impressed. Alright guys, so maybe you didn't quite find the clarity out of the headlight that you were looking for and you want to move on to a wet sand phase. The first thing you're going to want to do is use some clay to get any contaminants up off the headlight. I got my soapy water here that I can use just to lube up my headlight, and I'm going to throw the clay in there as well. That all wet. You want to keep the lubrication high on this, guys, and just get any dirt up off the headlight that you see. Cover any area that you guys will be sanding. Now I'm going to keep it just to the middle of the headlight because I think the sides look fine. I'm just going to go until this is all nice and smooth and the plastic isn't biting back at your hand anymore at all. And that should be good. Set our clay to the side. Now the Mother's pack comes with this like foam disc as well as some sandpaper, and I like to just kind of put it into my hand and do the same thing that you do with the clay with the sandpaper. I think it attaches to the drill somehow, but honestly I'd like to use my hands. It just feels a little bit less abrasive. So we're gonna dip that into the bucket. Headlight, make sure it is nice and wet. Make sure you guys are using the 1500 and not the 800. I think the 800 is a little bit too abrasive. Get the headlight nice and wet. We're just gonna sand where our extra damage is here. Again, going till everything is nice and smooth together, not biting back at the sandpaper at all. Nice and light. We're just gliding on top, guys. We're not digging into the plastic, just getting that very top surface layer nice and smooth. Now you guys will notice there's some milky kind of residue coming up off the headlight, and that's sort of my dead plastic hopefully smoothing out the headlight for me as we go. We'll lube everything back up here one more time, and we're gonna keep going different directions so we don't get any sanding streaks, although we are gonna polish this back out nice and smooth. Getting a little dry, and there we go. We're gonna microfiber that off. Now you guys are gonna notice at first it is much cloudier. We didn't do any damage. We're actually gonna polish this one more time, and it's gonna look even better than it did before. All right guys, so we are all done with our headlights. I am so happy with how they turned out. We're gonna wash the rest of the car because it is currently covered in compound. All right guys, we are all done. I am so happy with the results. I'm super impressed, and I definitely recommend the Mother's Headlight Restoration Kit. I'm gonna put a link in the description down below if you guys are looking to pick that up. They didn't sponsor this video. I just really appreciate their product because it made my headlights look so much better. All right guys, so we're back out the next morning. I actually just finished up editing the vlog, and I realized that I forgot to give you guys a really important tip. When you guys are polishing your headlights, you're gonna wanna make sure that you spray the car off after every time you do it. The reason for that is because the polish or the compound actually sprays up onto the car, and if you wait too long, it's gonna harden on there, and it's an absolute pain to get back up off the paint. I'm gonna walk you guys around and show you some of the specs that I'm finding, because I'm literally finding it all over the place. So here's a pretty good example of the culprit, guys. This is why you're gonna wanna make sure you spray your car off every time you polish. This stuff's gonna harden on, so I'm gonna need a wet rag and some elbow grease to get this off. You guys also may want to mask off your engine bay because you get a lot of these guys as well. Now my engine bay is pretty filthy, so I think I'm actually gonna spend some time out here because it's really nice and warm, and clean it up. If you guys did make it this far, I genuinely appreciate it. Be sure to leave a like down below if you did enjoy the video. Drop a comment, say what's up, subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.